Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to She Pitches, She Wins, powered by Mayfield AI Garage. Just so you know, we as a program, She Pitches, She Wins, we are making a debut today in this year's TiEcon, all thanks to Anita Manwani of TI, and a longtime supporter and partner of TI, Naveen Chandra of Mayfield. She Pitches, She Wins is designed to provide global stage to women entrepreneurs building in AI, and also a launchpad for amazing founders, meeting them where they are in their journey, and providing them with resources and mentorship to take their ideas to the next level. My name is Hema Shukla, and I lead this program with Sushma Malhotra, Vidya Ranganathan as track chairs, and Swati Adisheshu as marketing manager from TI, with great support from Shivani Gupta and Eleanor Eldersley from Mayfield. I want to express my deep gratitude and thanks to this entire team, and most importantly, to all the founders who have so enthusiastically come to participate in our debut year. Now I want to share about the format of this program. We have 20 founders who will get 3 minutes to pitch to the judges, and 2 minutes are reserved for Q&A. Judges will provide their scores for each founder, and once all the pitches are done, they'll get a brief time to deliberate and align on identifying top 6 finalists, out of which we'll identify a winner and a runners-up. So far, so good. I hope you're getting the format of the event. And finally, our esteemed panel of judges: Patrick Salyer, partner at Mayfield; Manish, Chandra, CEO and board of directors at Poshmark; Sydney Sykes, who manages VC Alliance at NVIDIA; and Steve Herod, who's a partner at investment firm Juxtapose. I want to thank all the judges for coming and participating in kicking off our debut program. So with that, I'll let the games begin. Good luck to all the women founders. And our first founder is Diana Wargovikova from Zatums. The floor is all yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Diana, and I'm the CEO and the co-founder of Atoms. Water is a huge part of our lives. When I was 14, I went backpacking Asia with my mom, and that's when I, for the first time ever, saw black rivers. I decided then and there to dedicate my life to solving this problem. At 17, I used quantum chemistry to discover my very first molecule of a water cleaning material, winning the world's most prestigious water award from the Swedish royal family, which brought me from my small village in Slovakia all the way here to build Atoms. The problem is that current filtration solutions can turn dirty water into clear water. However, this clear water may still contain invisible contaminants such as heavy metals, biological pathogens, killing millions of people every single year. And this problem is also happening outside our door. Here in the US, all of us remember the crisis of lead pipe pollution in Michigan. At Atoms, we solved this problem by discovering new materials called photocatalysts. Photocatalysts, when added to contaminated water and exposed to any visible light source such as sunlight or LED, can turn this dirty water into clean and safe drinking water within under 30 minutes. 7 years of R&D, we developed a patented process which uses combination of AI and quantum chemistry to computationally discover new molecules of photocatalysts. We've already discovered 8 patented photocatalysts, each of them cleaning different types of world's toughest contaminants, from chemical pollutants such as DDT to biological pathogens such as E. coli and cholera. With these 8, we can already prevent 3.5 million waterborne deaths every single year. And our materials are 4 times more effective because of the combination of AI and quantum chemistry that's built in-house by our experts, as well as we are 2 times cheaper. This is what it looks like in the lab. We have a polluted sample, we'd add our photocatalyst, and after roughly 15 minutes, in this case, the water is clean and safe. We are part of a huge $500 billion market, positioning us to become the next unicorn in water. We already have $1.5 million in sales. We've obtained all the regulatory licenses last year, and currently we have already served 106,000 people across these 3 paying customers. We also recently started collaborating with water.org, co-founded by Matt Damon, to reach even more communities. We have a path to $100 million to reach by 2030. This includes finishing our current pilots and then moving with large corporations. In pipeline, we have a big contract of $18 million with Canadian Natural to be started mid-2025. We're a team of 10 full-time employees. We are experts in photocatalysts. We're world experts in AI. 3 co-founders are all software engineers. I have a computational chemistry background, and all of us are Forbes 30 under 30 North America. We are advised by world-class scientists, such as head of climate tech at AWS. And we raised $2 million in funding, mainly from quantum and AI VCs. Our biggest grant is from Alexis Ohanian, the founder of Reddit. And 4.4 billion people today still lack access to clean and safe drinking water. Let's make it zero with the help of X Atoms. Thank you.
Thank you. Quick question. Could you explain more who the customer is? Is this B2C or B2B? And in general, what the gross margin profile of the product is?
Yes, so our customers are B2B, and just loading an example of our margins. We have a roughly 70% margin on every single product we sell. So currently, we have 3 types of customers. So we have a consumer product. This is the filter. This is an example. We sell them our photocatalyst, and they coat the surface of their filter. In fact, they need only 15 grams of our photocatalytic material to last for an entire year. So this 15 grams of powder can actually clean 6,000 of these bottles of water. So compared to chlorine, which has to be sampled every time. And then we also have industrial partners, such as Canadian Natural, and with them we're focusing on heavy metal pollution. Thank you. All good?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Christine, and I'm the founder of Untangle Money. Meet Sandra and Owen. For Sandra, talking about personal finances can be as uncomfortable for her as it is for Owen to talk about other sensitive topics. For Owen, the solution is clear. For Sandra, less so. She is surrounded by a myriad of budgeting, retirement planning, and financial literacy options. It is no wonder that 9 out of 10 women want help with their money. If you're Sandra, where do you start? The Untangle Mini is the perfect place to start. It combines your budget with your retirement plan and personalized financial literacy. It is an online self-serve app that shows Sandra what she can afford sustainably and how she'll be okay financially in the future. It also shows bite-sized teaching videos and wellness moments throughout to support her journey. Costing just $150 per year, this is an incredible service. Users describe the experience as transformational, and proudly we see a 30% reduction in women's #1 source of stress. Banks have struggled for decades to connect meaningfully with women, and they are missing the mark. They don't incorporate an emotional component to their offerings, but we do because we know it's a competitive advantage. We have 2 revenue streams, B2B and B2C. On the B2B side, we partner with best-in-class companies. These partnerships help us build brand strength and gain customers at scale. On the B2C side, we just launched our Untangle Mini Self-Serve today. This way, Sandra can figure out how she feels about her financial options from the comfort of her own home. We've had over 250 customers, and we haven't spent any money on ads. And we won't stop there. Our mission is to get a financial plan into the hands of every woman on the planet. We've been featured in financial media and been on Dragon's Den. We've worked with 3 of Canada's 10 largest employers. We've worked with an array of women's networks. And we've worked with some of Canada's best educational institutions. I'm a former national level athlete, a professional engineer, and I used to work in capital markets. And I'm supported by this powerhouse team of brilliant tenured experts. Together, we are the perfect team and have the best skills to bring this to market. Just like legal tech, we are a SaaS business model with 80% gross margins. We want to capture 1 million people and be in 3 countries by year 4. The market is there. 9 out of 10 women want help with their money. The timing is now. We just launched our app today. The product is ours. We see a 30% reduction in women's #1 source of stress. Join us. Thank you.
How do you plan to reach your customers, given the confusion you mentioned at the start around how many products there are today?
Yeah, great question. There are 1.5 million women who graduate from post-secondary education in North America every year, 30 million in OECD countries, and there are 1.5 billion middle-income women in the planet. We will work with universities and graduates and have ambassador programs at schools throughout the country. Thank you. Great question.
You also mentioned strategic partnerships. Over time, what do you think some of the best channels on that front will be?
Yeah, we think investment companies would be great. We see a growth in AUM because we encourage women to start earlier, we encourage them to put their cash to work, and we encourage them to take more risk, which grows AUM, so it's an absolute simple partnership. Also, credit unions would be great, and then associations that feature women. So we are looking for any introduction to pension plans or professional associations that are women dominant. Thank you very much. My name's Christine. I look forward to connecting.
Thank you.
It's all good.
Our third startup will be Invise AI, and the founder's name is Shravanti Vati.
Hi, I'm Shravani Vatti, founder of Invise AI. Invise is the last AI companion for your revenue teams. Is anyone familiar with this? This is a CRM, and they're notorious, aren't they? They're hard to maintain, difficult to customize, and it's really difficult to get meaningful insights out of anybody's CRM today. This is because 95% of intelligence is lost just as soon as the customer conversation ends. Why does this happen? This happens because a salesperson is entering information just for his perspective. It's not really meaningful to a whole lot of people. At Invise, we believe that what people are looking for from the CRMs is a function of their role. Invise extracts insights wisely and distills them to your role. As a result, you get easy CRM maintenance, and it gets adaptable on the fly, and you finally get meaningful insights that actually move the needle for you. We have 3 categories of competitors in this space. The first is a system of record. Think a CRM. They largely rely on human input. As a result, they tend to be inaccurate or incomplete most of the time. The second category is conversation intelligence-based. Think meeting summaries, action items, etc. Here, they don't gather deal or a customer history. They also don't have an understanding of your sales process. Invise differentiates with its unique workflow. We sit in the customer conversations and extract what's useful for a sales team to know. We have a salesperson review the extracted information, and once the review comes in, we have our AI going in and adapting insights for your role. As a result, you get hyper-personalized interfaces that adjust automatically to your role, deal context, and sales process. Let's look at how Invise is being used today by sales teams. Meet Sam. Sam is an account executive at Hitachi. He spends an inordinate amount of time in non-revenue generating activities. With Invise, he gets a personalized dashboard that's designed to make his next customer interaction more successful. He knows exactly what to say in his next meeting. He knows what's left off of his previous customer meeting. He knows a little bit more about the recent news from the company that he's about to meet. And he also gets personalized deal strategy that's designed to move the needle for him. Sam's manager just wants to know what's happened in the meeting without asking for an update. He gets an updated account plan ready to go just as soon as the customer meeting ends. Invise is designed to present the most relevant, useful insights so customers aren't looking and searching and discovering and processing information. Invise can touch any vertical where human interactions are key. We have an excellent team with extraordinary history to solve customer problems, and we have a few paying customers and $3 million in pipeline.
Could you talk a little bit more about your pricing model, your average contract value, and how you plan to sell the product?
Yes. Our average contract value is around 100K. Our pricing is, say, based on a SaaS model with per seat, per month pricing right now. And we're pricing it around 60% of an average CRM cost because we add to the CRM value from our perspective. And our go-to model, our average customer size is around 100 seats as of now.
Thank you, Shravani.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So our fourth founder will be Chandra Dixit, and her company is Curia Digital Therapeutics.
Hello, everyone. Yesterday was a momentous day for moms in California, and we were part of that celebration. A bill was passed by the Senate Health Technology Committee that will allow every mom in California to have access to our technology. Hello, everyone. My name is Chandra Dixit, physician by training, and I'm CEO and founder of Curia Digital Therapeutic. At Curia, our passion is to produce scalable, evidence-based technology for moms, for women in every stage of their life. We are addressing the most underdiagnosed, undertreated condition for women, mental health. And we do it by producing software as a medical device, which are FDA approved. Our first one, flagship, is postpartum depression that just got approved by a bill yesterday for California moms. Did you know that the unmet need is really big in this area? 1 in 3 moms suffer from postpartum depression and anxiety. It is said that postpartum depression is a leading cause of death amongst moms, and this problem is even bigger when it comes to health equity and racial discrepancies. A Triumph for New Mom Act was passed in 2023 that focused on how big a problem mental health is. This is how it looks like when a mom, and I actually went through this journey, so I'm coming to you as a mom and not as a physician. It's a very difficult pathway to get any care. As a result, 75% of the moms don't get any care. We are here to change that narrative. What we do, we actually have integrated our solution at point of care in OB office. A mom who's diagnosed, which we flag using our AI algorithm, can simply download our program. She talks to a therapist, and then she's on her way. It's Therapist in a Box, 8-week program that helps her, engages her throughout the journey. A very important component is that we are digital first, AI first, with human in the loop. I come from healthcare perspective. We are not leaving the therapist from this whole equation, but rather integrating in a healthcare system. We have clinical efficacy that has demonstrated effectiveness. This is our flagship product, which got FDA approved based on these results. It's in public domain, and manuscript is in peer-reviewed article. 20% cost reduction that we have been able to show. And we have engaged users, endorsed by users as well. And it's fun. There is gamification involved in this. We are not stopping here. Our next product are pregnancy and menopause. We are commercialized in 5 states as of today, out-licensed in Japan and Germany. So, it's already available and covered by commercial. What next for us is menopause, and then we are working after that on fertility as well. So that's our journey. Join us.
A quick question. I saw some insurance companies listed on the bottom. What do you think the coverage is likely to be or is needed to be?
So we are already covered. Insurance is covering us. So a person does not have to pay out of pocket. There is no copay involved as well. So today we are covered in 7 states. 1 national plan is considering us. And then state of California, if this bill goes through assembly in June, it will be mandated in 2026.
Thank you, Chandra.
So our next company is going to be BidBlocks, and the founder's name is Lisa Mahapatra.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Mahapatra, co-founder and CEO of BidBlocks. We are an AI-based platform that streamlines the procurement process for construction companies, helping them scale their revenue. Essentially, the problem that we are solving is construction companies today in the pre-construction phase spend 70% of their time in in planning, and it's a tedious manual documentation work, highly error-prone and manual, working with 100-odd subcontractors in the process. The key benefits that our platform offers is it's a huge time saver, essentially saving 50% of time for construction companies during the planning phase, a revenue multiplier, and making them make decisions which are better, and also the subtrade or supplier management module which is integrated. The product vision is an umbrella product using AI, which kind of helps companies pick up right quality of bids, pitch to these bids, generate specs, evaluate suppliers for the project, reducing the time frame and also scaling their revenue. The team, I have a decade of experience in construction tech. I have built a company before, a marketplace model that connected the suppliers to consumers, an engineer and an MBA from XLR Jamshedpur, and my co-founder comes with data, where I come from domain. She is a Waterloo graduate with deep experience in data science and machine learning. We have a panel of good advisors. The total addressable market is 100K potential companies with $3 billion. What the difference that we bring into the table is bringing the relationship onto the platform. The traction that we have received is we have 15 users, 2 enterprise customers. We're Antler-backed, and we launched our product in Jan. We are a 1-year-old company. The GTM is around distribution, is around network and relationship, and it's a SaaS model with a subscription-based pricing. And currently, we are in the line to do $1 million of revenue in the next 1 year. Thank you, and I'm happy to take questions.
Could you talk a little bit more about potential customers? Do they use software today for this, and what type of software do they use?
So potential customers like Hensel Phelps, DPR, Ellis Dons of the world, general contractors, enterprise and mid-level contractors, they currently use Excel sheets, Word documents, Google Docs to do this work, and a lot of manual back-end flow email coordination. For construction, workforce management and planning, they do use Procore, which is mostly around workforce management. But my solution streamlines and on pre-con. So it's an outer circle of construction. So essentially, we're not replacing, we're integrating into their workflow, which is reading into their Excel sheets, their emails, Word documents, PDFs. So the whole distribution strategy is kind of aligned in a way that they don't have to change the user behavior, and that's one big thing in construction, how we can kind of how we can kind of produce or build a product wherein the distribution is integrated and the user doesn't have to change the user behavior. So they still use Excel, but will be reading Excels. They'll still use emails, but the emails will be integrated to the BidBlocks platform. I hope I answered your question. Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Our next company is Like under Dolphin Labs, and our founder is Ranjana Kotur.
Hi, everybody. Have you ever been to a conference and found out you walked out with very little knowledge? I'm sure you have, and you're not alone. Conferences are information-rich, but memory-poor experiences. Attendees walk in with a lot of inspiration and walk out with fragmented scraps. You take photos of slides, tidbits of a session, photos from a keynote, booths. It's all over the place. And they're overwhelmed, they forget, and unfortunately, all the knowledge shared by the speakers is lost in the noise. At the same time, event apps these days are built for logistics, not for learning. They may tell you what room to go to, but they don't help you remember what was shared inside that room. That's where Like comes in. Like is the first AI-powered events app designed for the attendees to capture, enrich, enhance, and engage with what truly matters. And what truly matters are the ideas, the inspirations, and the interactions. So who's Like for? Like is built keeping the attendees in mind, truly built keeping the attendees in mind. But in order to get to the attendees, we will enable it for the organizers to embed it on their existing tech stack. So how does Like work? Imagine you're in a session, they said something really important, you jot it down. Next, you're going to the booths, you're clicking lots of pictures, and then in the evening, you have networking events where you're taking lots of pictures with people you know, and they're sharing important information. You take a voice note. And where does this all go? Like is your place to bring it all together. And what's a note without any context? Like provides auto-generated hashtags, but the attendees can add their own to contextualize it further. And when one note doesn't make sense, the attendees can select multiple, pick and choose, and then they can build a wholesome picture out of it. The learning never stops, right? You drop a quick note when you're at the session, and later go back to it, and then expand on it further. Keep the learning going. Lastly, when they want to rediscover what they've learned at the conference, they can come back to it, and it's as easy as asking a question, and they can even share seamlessly. Here's how it works for the organizers, right? The organizers can either embed it on their existing tech stack, or we can provide it as a white label product. This is a quick mock-up of an events app. So the organizers, what do they get out of it? The organizers, they get valuable insights about the engagement of the attendees at the conference. And for the attendees itself, they can come back, they get to capture, they have the ability to capture, summarize, engage. And this is our traction. And I'd like to leave you with this. Finding what truly matters should be simple, effortless, and joyful. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm with NVIDIA, so thank you for using us as an example.
Welcome.
How do you determine, or how do you think about the value to the user? Is it time spent in the app? Is it time coming back? What is sort of your North Star metric to determine if this is really adding value?
Sure. So for the user, the engagement, right? Like most of the time, 80% of the time from the metrics we've seen, within a week, you've lost all the knowledge or all the information. It's just information. It's not getting converted into knowledge. We want the user to take the knowledge with them, not just notes. And they can keep coming back to it. They can go back, like I said. They can add on to whatever little note they've taken, expand on their learning, and they can keep coming back to it. They retrieve it whenever they want to. Thank you.
Can you share a little bit about your team?
Yes, so I'm the co-founder of Like, and my co-founder, who's also my husband, is also the co-founder, and he is in the biz dev space. And we have a panel of advisors, like who's in the AI ML space. And we have an engineering team, of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ranjana.
Our next company is Atronus.ai, and the founder is Jayashree Datta.
And we are Atronus, building the operating system for retail product data. Every year, billions of dollars are being left at the table because of a massive problem that retailers are facing. 70% of their products cannot be listed due to data issues. And how do I know this? My co-founder and I have lived in the frontier of this problem while working with merchandising teams at Walmart, Amazon, and at The RealReal. So what does Atronus do? We fix data issues at every point in the product lifecycle. We take unstructured, chaotic data and convert it into optimized product catalog, which is consumer-ready. We have already filed for a patent and have 2 patents to go. We are building a custom AI pipeline with 8 different models, which is trained on proprietary data and fine-tuned for retail use cases. The best part of our journey so far has been the traction. Within just 8 months of launch, we have secured 6 paid contracts and $118K in ARR. We also are currently engaging in 8 pilots with some of the best retailers like Henry Schein, Staples, HP. And as you can see, the conversations that we're having them with the largest brands and retailers today. So what sets us apart? rather than being a bespoke solution, we are providing a full data engine. We're starting with data fixing, auditing, and enrichment, but we want to build a full data management platform and provide intelligent analytics and insights to help with the top-line growth for retailers. We offer a subscription-based SaaS model. We have a base platform fee and a variable fee based on the number of SKUs or products processed. We have a stellar team. I was the data platform leader at Walmart, Netflix, and Uber. My co-founder, Neeru, was the product director for credit card platform at Amex. Our CTO comes from DoorDash, where he built their financial intelligence platform from ground up. He has multiple patents and is an AI expert. Our revenue lead, Andy, comes from Amazon, where he helped bring vendors onto their catalog. Ultimately, we want to start with just enrichment first, and then build a full management platform, create insights, finally leading to our vision of the operating system for retail product data. In order to meet our growth needs, we are raising a seed round. We are supported by both Alchemist as well as Plug and Play, and we have been recognized as a startup with high potential. Last year, I was the winner of the Silicon Valley TiE competition. So we have the right team and technology to be a disruptor in this space. We hope you will join us in this journey of building the new operating system for retail product data. Thank you.
Thank you. Could you talk a little bit more about the value proposition to the customer? Is it time savings and efficiency from having to do this manually? Is it more accuracy leads to more sales, or something else?
Yeah, great question. So far, we have two different customer profiles for retailers. The value prop is they are able to increase their selections from 30% to 90%, and more products and more products would lead to more sales and revenue growth. And for suppliers, it's the fact that they are able to get these products published onto retail channels at minimum cost and super fast. All right? Thank you.
Thank you, Jayshree.
Thank you.
Our next startup is Dev Plaza, and our founder is Sahana Nagabhushan.
I'm Sahana Nagabhushan. I'd love to introduce Dev Plaza to you. But before that, you know what our CTO's sleep schedule is like? Our code base. Broken, undocumented, and nobody knows how it got this bad. It's funny, isn't it? But that's the current state of software development. Messy and inefficient. 30 years and still going strong with fragmented tools, disparate systems, manual processes, inconsistent standards, human errors, all keeping CTOs and executives up all night. And the result is bugs, outages, grunt work, demotivated employees, and stunted business growth. We have such cool tools in the market, but the frustration lies in stitching them all up together on a continuous basis. And automating these processes takes endless hours. And add to that the manual tasks, the skipped steps, the people in the middle, all leading to quality issues and wasted talent and potential. Software development seems very piecemealed and inefficient. And the custom solutions that are in the market, they're not enough. Companies do build versus buy evaluations and end up building multi-million-dollar internal developer portals for several years, and only to abandon them after partial return on investment because they have actual businesses to run. Our founding team has experienced these pain points as well. I've led some build versus buy evaluations myself, and in all cases, we've chosen to build as well. And after extensive research, I've realized that this is basically every company's story. Enter Dev Plaza. It's a unified agentic AI-based developer platform. And this time, I chose to build for the global developer community to transform and streamline software development. Dev Plaza provides the integrations of market standard tools and automates processes and developer workflows, all in a single foundational developer productivity platform. It also provides early bug detection and resolution mechanisms and smart insights, all owing to its agentic AI powers. No more multi-million-dollar internal developer portals, no more grunt work that makes developers grunt and finally quit. Why waste human intelligence on boring, repetitive, error-prone tasks when Dev Plaza has this covered? Software development is basically the same from the perspective of tools, processes, and production readiness. But why do these inefficiencies still exist? It's because there's not a true Dev Plaza equivalent yet in the market. Tool agnostic, self-service, full life cycle, flexible, integrating tools, automating processes in one single place, removing the need to create internal developer portals. With Dev Plaza, companies can start and scale really quickly, and they can actually focus on their core business. That's what sets us apart. We had our MVP in March, and our first 2 customers are also signed on as design partners. And our first agentic workflow funded by AWS is coming up in July, and our GA release is in August. Early customer feedback has been fantastic. Dev Plaza is the future of software development. Let's build this future together and help our CTOs, executives, and developer community sleep better and in their own beds. Thank you.
That's great. Could you say a little bit more about the first workflow? What specific one you're attacking?
The first
workflow that you said that you
Oh, yeah. So the first workflow that we're actually working on is the early bug detection and resolution mechanisms, because we got a lot of interest from our customers, because quality is a problem everywhere. And so we want to start that particular workflow first and then go on into other use cases. We have a couple of other use cases as well identified already, and people have shown interest.
Oh, great. And is it open source, or does it need to be
So
open
there
source?
is an open source aspect as well. We've done that along with that MVP release I was talking about in March. But all the AI bits are not going to be a part of open source just yet.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Sahana.
Our next startup is Secure AI, and our founder is Rani Kumar Raja.
Imagine you're the CISO of a Fortune 500 company. You've just rolled out Gen AI across your business, powering your customer service, your digital analytics, and even your product design. In front of the board, your board asks you a very simple question. Do you trust your AI? Deep down, you know that your security teams are using one tool to do red teaming, your risk and assessment is another tool, and your compliance is probably still manual in Excel sheets, and none of these systems talk to each other. Today, organizations are facing this challenge. With the rising adoption of AI, the safety and security comes the prime most important. Fragmented tools, siloed tools, fragmented data, and no single source of truth adds on to these challenges. Hi, I'm Rani Kumar Raja, founder and CEO of Secure AI, and this is exactly why we built Secure AI, an unified platform to manage security and governance for AI. And I bring 2 decades of experience leading global technology transformation initiatives for highly regulated industries, including financial services, public sector, and healthcare services. And I've seen firsthand clients struggle with fragmented data, rising regulations, and poor decision-making capabilities. So we have one platform to give you complete control, clarity, and concise decision-making power, right? We provide complete visibility into your AI assets to fix your shadow AI problem, and complete contextual risk intelligence so you know what matters most, continuous automation of compliance so your costs go down, as well as our continuous red teaming, making your AI red teaming, your AI models more robust and secure and safe and ethical, so that you can discover your assets, know where your assets are, assess the risk, map the threats, scan for vulnerabilities, and be able to produce one unified trust and compliance assessment report so that the next time the board asks you, is our AI trustworthy? You could say, yes, and here's the proof, through Secure AI. We are having good early traction. We are doing a bunch of pilots. We are part of the startup programs from Microsoft and AWS. And we also are part of shaping the standards and frameworks that are going to shape the solutions future with all these open source research communities. We are a SaaS model with premium white glove services. We're aiming to target about 8 million in 3 years with a CAC payback within less than a year and about 75% more margins. Today, I'm raising 1 million seed fund. Majority of that would go into product innovation, research and development, as well as to expand our go-to-market strategy. Why Secure AI would win? Because of unified solution, of proprietary innovations, and designed for scale. Thank you.
What is the pricing model that you have in mind? Is it by amount of data or by seats? The pricing model?
Oh, the pricing model. Yeah, it's a SaaS-based product. So our go-to-market strategy is going to be launching our individual products as pilots, convert them to pilots. So each of our products has a pricing, it's SaaS-based pricing, and the platform itself has a tiered pricing as well as a flat fee subscription model. So,
Thank you, Rani.
Our next startup is Kinesis Cloud, and our founder is Beena Khimani.
Good afternoon. I'm Beena Khimani, and I am here to talk about Kinesis Cloud. Kinesis Cloud is a software infrastructure layer that powers the next generation of AI workloads. So today morning, Satya Nadella stopped by our booth, even though we didn't have any snacks. And then he comes on the keynote stage and says, hey, I stopped by the expo, and there is a critical need for AI infrastructure optimization. That is exactly what we are doing. Clearly, Satya is doing some PR work for us. And I'm just saying, if Microsoft wants to go ahead and announce the partnership, sure, you can invoice us for the plug. So Kinesis Cloud is a fully serverless, automated infrastructure layer software that focuses on provisioning, orchestration, and optimization. With our platform, the new generation cloud, the model training for the AI workload reduces by 50%, and the cost reduces by 60%. So this is the cloud platform that is fully serverless. It means you just upload your model or workload or application, and it scales infinitely. You don't need to worry about high availability clustering, anything. Also, it is optimized by the industry. So whether it's fintech or it is biotech or something, these are the industries where downtime is measured by really lawsuits. So that tells you a little bit about our SLAs, that we must be really keeping it high. Now, speaking of go-to-market, we focus on force multipliers. So Multiverse Computing, one of our partners, they got $150 million in funding. They are one of the unicorns. They walk us into enterprise deals because their customers need us. And we actually have paying customers, not the beta customers that we bribed with the swags, the actual paying customers. And also we are in 25 plus media outlets, probably more than some of the Netflix shows. And, speaking of that, founding team. I used to be director at AWS in the commerce platform. So my team and we optimize world's largest infrastructure. We are the optimization experts. My partners are from AWS and Meta. So we are the people who really actually build the cloud, broke the cloud, fixed the cloud, and now we are doing new way to cloud for new types of workloads, which is generative AI workloads. We raised $2.71 million at $60 million valuation. So yes, there are people who believe we are worth $60 million, and I can promise you it was not my mom, not my daughter, VCs. So we are here to really build the next new type of cloud for the new type of workload. Let's build it together. And I encourage each and every one of you to stop by our booth in the expo area and see the live demo. Maybe, Satya got Bill Gates to see our demo. It's really impressive. So I'm ready for the questions. I know you got a lot going with many pitches, so I want to take less time.
Thank you. Can you talk a little bit more about your target customer? Is it developers, enterprises, startups? And then also a little bit more about your business model, please.
Definitely. So our customers are enterprise customers as well as the AI startups. So there are some AI startups who are doing tremendous amount of permutation, combination, number crunching, extremely compute heavy. They absolutely love our platform. At the same time, there are enterprise customers, because I don't have permission to speak their public name, but they are Fortune 100 companies who are really using their enterprise siloed data, their own data, to extremely crunch through and find the patterns, and they are funding the new business model from their enterprise data. And those are the people, they need affordable compute. Right now, many people are choosing that, hey, can I do this versus that because I have only so much infrastructure budget. With us, they can do all. Some of the customers who work with are in genetic protein folding, some of them are in fintech, some of them are doing trading algorithms. Those are the type of companies. On the business model, we are actually providing compute and highly optimized compute, but we are really providing in a serverless way, so it is pay-as-you-go model. And our go-to-market, again, we work with many partners like Multiverse and others that they just walk us. So say, in this case, right, they optimize the open source models by 93%, but they have to prove that the before optimization and after optimization models have same accuracy and same outcome. For that, they have to walk in with us so they can take enterprises 100 years of data and crunch through this, show it that it works exactly same with or without their optimization. For that, they walk in with us because it eliminates entire system administrative aspect. They can just upload the model, it works. And so it reduces the time, it also reduces the budget. So the genetic protein folding I was talking about, this is the startup by Harvard and MIT faculty. And they are doing the protein molecular binding. And for that, there was a race between who launches it first, between multiple companies. So it wasn't just about money. With us, for that particular model, they needed 100 million CPU hours and 15 million GPU hours. So with AWS, that would have been about $8 million and almost 8 months or something. With us, it reduced to something like 2 million, but then we optimized by the vertical for biotech. So with that, it finished in 2 months, and the bill was actually about $400,000.
Thank you, Beena. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. See you at the booth.
Our next startup is Dresly, and the founder is Divya Manjari.
Hi, everyone. I'm Divya Manjari, co-founder and CEO of Dresly. A few years ago, I was at Microsoft preparing for a big keynote, and all I could think of was, what am I going to wear on stage? I spent 12 hours searching for a dress and ended up settling for something that was not even great. And millions of users face this frustration every day, while brands are spending billions on ads trying to reach right users. So Dresly is here to solve this with its AI-powered personal shopper that can find anything through chatting or showing images in seconds with its conversational and visual search. So now if you want to search a white dress, cute white dress with tiny red roses, you can do that. Or maybe an outfit for an investor meeting in New York, and get instantly personalized recommendation tailored specifically for you. So at the core of Dresly is a multimodal AI that combines vision, language, and real-time recommendations to decode fashion intent like human stylists. It combines 3 pillars: enhanced product data from AI image tagging, knowledge graph from trend analysis, and dynamic user profile to make recommendations smarter and shopping more intuitive. So we launched our beta in December, and we have partnered with 43 stores, including Bloomingdale's and Macy's. We reached 10,000 monthly active users in a span of 4 months with a budget of less than $1,000 per month. The opportunity is massive with $145 billion US market, and as a pure tech play, with our proprietary purpose-built small language models keeping costs low, make us easy to scale across categories and geographies. So our business model is low touch and high margin. We generate revenue from our tiered subscription model starting at $199 per month, and we offer product listing, sponsored ad listing, analytics, and AI features. We also earn through sales commission through affiliate partnership. In long term, we see Dresly not just as a consumer play, but powering e-commerce tech infrastructure with its own AI engine. So we are a team of 8, super passionate about solving this problem to end overwhelm in shopping. I have 20 years of experience in e-commerce and scaled my previous startup to 2 million users. Our CTO, Rahul, has architected security products and built complex payment networks. And Jesna brings specialized fashion AI experience to Dressily. We are backed by our early investors, including a Pioneer AI founder and advisors from top tech and retail firms. Thank you.
Is your vision to be more like Shopify or more as a destination?
So more as a destination, think of us as Google Shopping married to Stitch Fix. So it's a B2C platform where users come and shop and get recommendation, and they can shop across any stores.
Divya, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So our 12th startup is PowerDime, and our founder is Jasleen Sandhu.
Hello there. I'm Jasleen Sandhu, Director of AI at PowerDime. At PowerDime, we are aiming to build an AI-enabled SaaS platform that is going to help customers achieve 40% savings in their power-related costs by giving them access to carbon-free energy projects. We are a founding member of 4, bringing together a global experience of 60+ years in the areas of ESG, sustainability, and AI. The reality is, if you talk about carbon-free power, the market demand is growing significantly. Research shows that this market is expected to grow by 34% every year, and it will be worth $7.6 trillion by the end of 10 years. So if this was a country, this would be as big or even bigger as the 3rd largest country in the world with their GDP, only next to US and Canada. A large part of this demand, of course, is coming from just general demand for power, as well as corporates making their shift away from expensive fossil fuel to now cheaper sources and more cost-effective carbon-free energy. The challenge, though, is the journey to get there. It's not a simple one. You have to regulate and work through the regulatory compliance that is constantly evolving and is very stringent, deal structures that are becoming more complex, as well as disclosure requirements that are very complicated. So this is where PowerDime comes in. Through our AI-enabled platform, we are also integrating agentic AI capabilities. Our customers can accurately set and forecast their emission targets. They can find and invest in clean energy projects, and they can also generate disclosure reports seamlessly. We are targeting large-scale industrial buyers of power, as well as Tier 1 clean energy project builders. What we are hoping for is from this market to be able to get to a service obtainable market of $1 billion. And since inception of PowerDime, which has just been 4 months, we've been able to secure 4 pilots. These pilots are currently underway. They are with a clean energy developer, as well as buyers of energy in manufacturing. Through our hybrid revenue model, we do expect to earn $2 million by 2026, end of the year break even. And this is our development timeline for the platform. We are currently refining the features as we are working with pilot customers. And we do expect to launch it in early 2026. We are currently looking for $800,000 in pre-seed funding to fund our development platform and also cover the operational expenses, give us a runway of 12 months. So with that, thank you so much, and happy to answer any questions. Well, wonderful. I say no questions means I've done my job well. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Jasleen.
Our next startup is Gather Agricultural Inc., and our founder is Suma Reddy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Suma Reddy, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Gather. We are building the future of work in agriculture through simplified AI-powered robotic tools. Now, there's a lot of pressures facing our food and ag systems, from tariffs to rising expenses, but there is one problem that's bigger than them all, and that's labor. Our farms are facing a growing worker shortage, 21% on many farms. That's declining 7% a year. The average age of a farm worker is 40, and we're seeing over $8 billion in occupational injuries due to rising temperatures. And on top of that, we're still using really old tools, like the wheelbarrow, invented 2,000 years ago in China, and we're still using the same tool today. Farm workers are spending 2 hours or 25% of their workday using a wheelbarrow to haul crops. And due to that, Gather was born, to create simplified AI-powered robotic tools to increase harvest efficiency and farm worker safety. The Gather rover is a reinvention of the wheelbarrow, an autonomous, versatile tool that hauls materials and crops on field. It uses computer vision to follow rows and workers, is ruggedized for high payloads and terrain, and of course, is safe for use. And simplicity is our ethos. We are building the iPod, not the iPhone, for the ag sector. So seamless integration is our goal. Less than 3 minutes of training, no GPS requirement, less than 100 pounds, and priced at $6,000 versus $20,000 for competing tools. And this leads to two main value props. More crops picked, 30% efficiency gain, $1 million for a 1,000-acre farm, and of course, a better, safer environment for workers. And our farms love it. Drew here talks about the simplicity, how easy it is to use, and the adaptability. This has led us to sell 14 units during this year's pilot deployments to table grape farms, small farms, and universities, priced at $6,000 to $10,000 using our sales and lease model. And this is what we're obsessed with. Dominic and myself have built ag technology, ag products, and companies over the course of our career for sugarcane, leafy greens, and herbs, apples, and invested and built companies for over 20 years. And we're running from our first investment of $350K from Elemental Accelerator to building our MVP of products and getting very close to hitting our minimum revenue goal of $120 to $240K of revenue this year. So please join us as we build the future of work in agriculture.
Do you have early estimates of what it costs to make them at scale?
Yeah, so currently our bill of material, our COGS cost is $3,300. We expect at scale for the cost to be $3,000. This means today our margin is 28% when we price at $6,000, obviously more when we're pricing at 10 or 12, but we're hoping for 30 to 40% from a margin perspective.
And do you think you sell maintenance as part of it, or how would that fit into the contracts?
Yeah, so yes, kind of like Apple Care, we would offer sort of an ag care yearly for maintenance. But this is a pretty low maintenance product compared to many robotic solutions.
Thank you, Suma.
Okay, thank you.
Our next startup is Trust Health, and our founder is Kadambari Bilwar.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kadambari Bilwar, CEO of Trust Health. Imagine waking up from your surgery, relieved and hopeful, only to realize that something is wrong. When you wake up, you realize that you have got infection. Millions of patients go through infection every year because of the rise of surgery. Most of them don't know it's coming. When we spend $100 billion worth of cost on wound care, and the truth is, most of it is preventable if detected early. Our healthcare, as of now, is very reactive, and because of that, the delayed outcome leads to delayed treatment, and that costs patients their lives, their limbs, and their future. This is where Trust Health comes in. We are redefining post-surgical care with sensor fusion platform. Our sensor fusion platform consists of imaging, physiological marker, and biochemistry tests. Now that not only detects early, but it predicts. This sensor fusion monitoring platform collects data out of patients way before the visible sign comes up and also before the even symptoms start. Our partnership with major healthcare system in India and United States have defined the possibility. Early intervention, better outcomes, reduce readmission, and reduce cost. We are raising $1.5 million, and we have a lead investor, Sugati Ventures. Two of us co-founded the company. My background is managing Stanford Children's Health, digital health environment, as well as Kaiser Permanente, and I got my MBA from UPenn. My co-founder is Dr. Alexis Dang, who together is orthopedic surgeon, chief orthopedic surgeon for San Francisco VA, and we have extremely stellar team of advisors. We envision a future where every surgery is not followed by a tragic outcome. Our future is not reactive healthcare, it's trust health. Thank you so much for your time, champions.
Have you generated revenue today?
We are conducting a paid pilot with 2 hospitals in the United States, and we have implemented our solution in India Hospital as well.
What is the patient experience? What do they have to do to kind of go through this, like after surgery?
When the patients are going home, we give them a device, the combination device, and they take imaging on their own. And the patient feedback, based on patient feedback, we are enhancing our AI where the patient guidance system helps them quite a bit further to make the imaging easier.
Could you talk a little bit more about who pays for the product? Is it the insurance company, hospital? Just how does that work?
There is already a CPT code for remote patient monitoring, whereby we can charge the insurance to pay for it. The device is on a returnable basis. Thank you, champions.
Yeah, thank you.
Our next startup is Emotions.ai, and our founder is Pian Guthrie.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Pian, founder and CEO of Emotions AI. At Emotions AI, we provide a real-time emotional intelligence AI sales teammate. Before founding Emotions, I led product teams at major tech companies, and I got my master's in sociology from Yale, studying happiness. When I was a new product manager, I found it very challenging to connect with my colleagues and managers, and I was hoping to have an AI that can follow me around and give me real-time suggestions on how to talk to people. The timing is already finally here. And I recruited a strong team. My CTO also has extensive experience building software product. Our vision is to provide an AI teammate for everyone that can leverage to collaborate with them. They can get real-time suggestions and connect better with other people with the suggestions by the AI. And we're starting with sales because I have talked to dozens of sales leaders, and we realize salespeople often need the skills to connect better with the other people, but there are no good solutions for that. We know that commonly companies face challenge of conversions. Salespeople often struggle with connecting with their prospects. They struggle with converting them. They struggle with meeting quota. They struggle with getting ramped up. And this is costing companies millions of dollars. Our solution is to have a real-time AI teammate that can join sales calls, help salespeople detect customers' emotions, guide them on what are the good questions to ask. The AI can also help figure out what are the tailored good answers for the customers, as well as suggesting how to understand about customers' needs better. They also can leverage our AI teammate to role play and get prepared before they meeting with the customer. And these combined will help them increase conversion rate, reduce their sales cycle, and increase their productivity. We're tapping into huge markets. It's a $50 billion sales tech market. And we can, for example, if we can get 10,000 companies paying for some of their employees, we can get our revenue to be close to $1 billion. We have got strong market demand. We already started a pilot with Mitsui, a global company. We have a strong pipeline of mid-size to large-size enterprise companies in sales, in SaaS, and also in the other industries. Our revenue grew by 150% in the past month, and we have 6,000 users already. Our differentiation is we provide real-time, live-in-a-call AI teammate that analyze company data as well as emotional intelligence. Compared to other companies in the market, we analyze the whole conversation and give the suggestions real time. Our users love our product. They found our AI can be strongly helping them improve the connections with customers as well as connecting with their prospects and improve their workflow. We have been able to achieve all of this with very little funding. We have bootstrapped. Right now, with the strong market demand, we're raising funding to meet the market demand, accelerate the development of our real-time AI. We can expand from sales to customer success, as well as expand from in-the-call support to the whole sales cycle. So our future is big here. Thank you.
I think you've done a good job explaining everything. Thank you, Pian.
Thank you.
Our next startup is Adrich, and our founder is Aditi Venkatesh Aji.
Good afternoon. We are Adrich, and we are enabling a smarter way for brands to connect to their consumers. Today, there's a lot of data up until the retail store. Now, once the product leaves the store, it's an absolute black box. There's no visibility or data beyond what happens once the product leaves. Product consumption remains a mystery. So we said, what if products could talk and tell the brands how, when, and where it's being used? We've developed the first of its kind IoT meets AI smart consumption platform that uses a patented hardware which takes the form of a smart label and goes outside of any product and tracks consumption data in terms of when it's being used, how often it's being used, and more importantly, when consumers run out and need more product. It has a unique AI sensing algorithm. All of this talks Bluetooth, and through consumer opt-in, autonomously collects the data into our cloud, where we present a dashboard to brands that they can see in real time how, when, and where their product is being used and derive insights, an API that integrates into any e-commerce platform, and a two-way communication between the brands and the consumers. So essentially, we have now completed the feedback loop from the consumers to the brands with real-time, accurate usage data. And for you as a consumer, the next time you run out of coffee or shampoo, you'll find one at the door. Welcome to zero-touch shopping. We are live in market with incredible list of blue-chip customers. We have a revenue share with Amazon, and we were featured on the Times Square Big Board as the leading 100 startup connecting brands to consumers. Our business model is platform as a service. Brands use us for consumer insights for richer data compared to traditional methodologies, smart subscriptions, which is need-based rather than time-based, and to auto-reorder supplies for their customers in hotels, schools, and hospitals. A live example, people run out of peanut butter between 10 and 11:30 in the night. And millennials finish peanut butter in 4 days compared to Gen X, who take 10 days to finish it. So clearly, the value of this data offsets the cost of the technology, providing tremendous ROI and a sustainable, scalable business. And our revenue reflects that. 3x growth year on year. I'm Aditi Aji, founder and CEO. This idea was the genesis when I was studying in Carnegie Mellon, and we are here today with a strong, incredible team backed by strategics like Sony and Plug and Play, and quickly becoming a category leader with growth and sustainability. And that's Adrich. We'd love for you to join us in our journey. Thank you.
You mentioned the auto order if you run out of something. Are there other benefits or other reasons that a consumer would download the app and start using it?
Yes, for one, you can see your own consumption data, so how much peanut butter you consumed, possibly. So given the trend that everyone is trying to be more health conscious, they want to see their own consumption habits, and compliance. Did you take your vitamins today? So gentle reminders to kind of nudge the behavior. So yes, there's considerable value proposition for the consumer, both from a compliance standpoint as well as from convenience. And the third is seeing their own consumption data.
Aditi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our next startup is tripgenie.ai, and our founder is Preeti Suri.
Hanging in there, a few more to go. Hi, everyone. My name is Preeti Suri, and I am the founder of tripgenie.ai. Previously, I built Adventure Tripper, a curated travel marketplace, which we grew to 2.2 million in GMV in 3 years. Now I'm taking everything that I've learned and tackling an equally big opportunity, which is scaling travel industry with AI. Here's the problem. The $200 billion tour, multi-day tour industry is still run on spreadsheets, PDFs, and personal WhatsApp threads. The tour operators are overwhelmed with post-booking tasks, such as collecting traveler preferences, coordinating vendors, or answering the same questions over and over. At Adventure Tripper, which is a TIE 50 awardee this year, we do not hand over customers right after the booking. We take care of the full post-sales experience, and that's where we felt how acute this pain and this problem was. In December alone, we added 3 more people to our ops team to keep up with the questions we received from the travelers. For an example, in a group trip, a traveler asks you questions like, what's a tipping culture? What do I do with flight changes? What is the weather like? And everybody in the group asks you the same questions. These come in via text, emails, WhatsApp, at any point in time in the day, and then multiply that with 100 trips. Or it also comes through everybody else in the group, and then multiply that with 100 trips, 1,000 travelers or more in a year. It's utter chaos. We're solving this with smart agents. The agents that have been trained on your trip data, on tour operator data, to be able to intelligently handle all these tasks. We're building the agents that will take care of trip-specific logistics, traveler preferences, and answer the questions with the trip context. It's a massive opportunity. Just the multi-day tour operators alone, there's 100,000 of them, and represent a $200 million SaaS opportunity only with the post-sales agent. We're going to not stop there. Tour operators is just one aspect or one vertical of the travel industry. It's equally relevant to credit card companies or platforms. And the post-sales agent is just a wedge. We're going to then build sales agents, trip upload agents. We want to build an agentic AI layer for the travel ops globally. We built a prototype and tested it with 5 tour operators, 3 of who are ready to sign for paid pilots. We have felt this pain, and we have grown and scaled a profitable business leveraging technology due to limited resources. Nobody would fund Adventure Tripper during COVID, so we were forced to leverage technology. We want to use this technology to help scale others in the travel industry. We want to build the agentic infrastructure layer for the travel industry, and we want a strategic partnership to be able to build this. We know the pain faced by the tour operators, and most importantly, we know how to reach them. We already have access to the distribution through the 100+ suppliers of Adventure Tripper across 45 countries. Please help us scale service without having to scale headcount. Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit more about the target market of tour operators? Like how fragmented is the market? How large are these? What are you targeting? And then how do you think about pricing and average contract value?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a very fragmented market. But then through Adventure Tripper, we have a network of all the small operators, which is 100,000 plus. But we're also in conversations with big operators, big online travel agents like Make My Trip, the largest OTA in India, who have the same problem. They have a people unit of 500 folks solving for this. Capital One wants the same solution. So it's across the board. It's right from the smaller operators to the bigger players who face this problem. In terms of pricing, we've done the math, but this is where we need the guidance in terms of how to price this product really. But we were thinking, something to the extent of, for instance, we pay one operations person $1,000 a month. We hire our operations team in India and Africa, about $1,800, per. We were thinking of about 1,800. Well, it'll depend on volumes, but we still have to, think through how we want to price this, and looking at how others are pricing agents as well.
Preeti, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we are almost there. Last 3 startups will be presenting. The next one is Minerva, and our founder is Shrikant.
Okay, by a show of hands, how many of you here are parents? Okay, let's do a quick pop quiz to see how well you're prepared for what's coming. Do you know the last day of school for your kids? Summer camps are all booked. What about family travel? Hotels, flights, everything done? Do you know what you're going to do when you get to your destination? And after the month you've probably had, you've decided to get a CPA for next year. How's that search going? And what about that overdue doctor's appointment that you need to make a phone call between 9 and 3? But how are you supposed to do that when work has just been so busy? If you're feeling overwhelmed or behind, trust me, you're not alone. Some version of this story has been true for every one of the 100+ families I've talked to in the last year. Hi, I'm Shri, founder of Minerva, an assistance service to reduce the mental load for busy parents. As a technologist and a parent of 2 myself, I realized early on that a task management app or tips on how to get things done is not enough to help overwhelmed parents. Enter Minerva. Each family gets paired with a dedicated assistant who is a stay-at-home parent. So they immediately share a lot of context with you, understand your community and your family's specific needs. But at our core is a technology platform with a deep understanding of all common parenting workflows that augments the abilities of our assistants. Our AI-driven backend does the heavy lifting of sorting through vast databases, vetting options, and surfacing the best answer for the task at hand. Over time, as your Minerva assistant understands your preferences, our predictive recommendation engine proactively anticipates your family's future needs. So this means tasks like booking your annual physical, scheduling recurring home maintenance tasks, or even planning special occasions can be initiated and managed well before they become stressful reminders in your already overwhelming schedule. For just a little more than the cost of ChatGPT Operator, Minerva not only does everything ChatGPT can, but we also take on the truly burdensome tasks, like filling forms, making phone calls, vetting babysitter candidates, and managing all of the back and forth that comes with scheduling. Using the hybrid model of AI plus human in the loop, Minerva saves families anywhere from 12 to 20 hours a month. We prevent fire drills, and we let the families meet their life stretch goals, be it getting a pet, finally picking up that new hobby, or throwing a stellar birthday party for your child. We worked with about 70 paying families till now and are poised to take on many more this year. Our mission at Minerva is clear. We want to use technology to reduce the mental load for parents and give them time back to spend with their family, shine at work, or simply relax. Thank you.
How do you pay the human in it that's in the loop? Are they paid by the hour, or do they have some other model?
Yeah, no, they're paid by the hour. We are also actually experimenting a per customer type of a payment model. because we see that not everyone is the same level of efficiencies. But all of these people are actually stay-at-home parents, and they're not doing this because of money. They love the fulfillment that comes from helping another family as well as working with a team. And so it's actually been a great experience.
Thank you, Shri.
So our 19th startup is Hawks, and our founder is Ria Shanmugam.
All right, I'm going to have to wake some of you up. Quick show of hands. Who here have done a forgot password in the last month? Basically all of us, right? And now imagine a world where passwords, we don't no longer have to remember or reset. Not because you'll remember your password, that's not a chance, but because we can eliminate them, right? So as we think about the number of people and the amount of passwords that exist, passwords are the #1 reason for cybercrimes. 83% of cybercrimes happen because of passwords. And it's very expensive to maintain and manage passwords. It's also very expensive when a hack happens. The aftermath of what happens in a cybercrime is 20+ million for large enterprises. Now, passwordless is the way to go. We've heard that from the earlier keynote from Vasu and so many others. The world is in vehement agreement that we have to go towards passwordless. And there are a number of ways to go passwordless: magic links, OTPs, hardware tokens, but none of those are either sustainable, possible for consumers to carry around, or secure. So the only real way to go passwordless is this technology called passkeys. And I'm sure some of us have used it. So the problem is passkeys, as much as it's excellent from a security perspective, usability of passkeys is a problem. And here is the #1 slide that you have to remember, because passkey as a protocol is dependent on Apple, Google, and Microsoft working in sync to make the technology work. Now, if you are Wells Fargo trying to get your consumer to log in, you don't want to rely on the platform providers for security to work. Every company that's doing passwordless is built on passkey, the protocol. As a result, all of these technologies are built on top of passkeys. We eliminate that by creating a platform-agnostic solution. Now, it's a huge market. It's a $20 billion market today, growing at a CAGR of 19%. In less than 10 years, it'll be $60 billion market. We are keenly focused on financial services, retail, and health tech, where this problem is very acute. The team is a 3-person co-founding team. We are 10 people. One of them is a scientist who's got 100+ patents in cryptography and semiconductors. The other one is a long-term CTO, advises to the state of California and Texas. And I am the go-to-market leader. I've been in companies like Google, Adobe, and New Relic, leading large teams and billions of dollars in revenue. So that's it. We've got a very strong team. The market is ripe for an opportunity for a platform-agnostic player, and we are ready to change. So we are, we recently closed a round, which is a pre-seed round, about $3 million. We were featured in TechCrunch for our work in passwordless authentication. And we are so excited to put passwords to bed once and for all, and really rewrite the way the internet logs into the world today. That's all I had today. I'm Ria Shanmugam, and I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Hawks. Thank you. Who has the first question?
Thank you. Could you talk a little bit more about how you insert into a customer, just given customers already have registration, login, so what's the strategy there?
So the way we deliver the technology is essentially SDKs. There'll be a mobile SDK, there's a web SDK, which they will integrate to their existing applications. We are focused on B2B2C companies, so the companies that are the Wells Fargos of the world, the Netflixes of the world, and it's essentially delivering SDKs and the server running behind their platform.
Ria, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So now this is the last startup, CharlieAI.Inc., and our founder is Sri Ramaswamy.
Most people don't think about insurance until something bad happens, or you get a non-renewal or premium increase letter from your insurance companies. Nearly 40 cents of every premium dollar you pay towards your premiums goes towards administrative costs, fueling fraud, litigation, and frustrated customers. Add to this a wave of retiring workforce, siloed systems, lot of manual processes, and mountains of unstructured data. In a mid-carrier, any given day, a claims professional is dealing with hundreds of claims, thousands and thousands of pages of information, third-party reports coming at them from all different corners. Yet, getting to that right claim at the right time is still a challenge. That's why we brought the industry experts, more than 200 years of experience, together to build the industry's very first claims language model that understands and interprets claims and insurance language where most LLMs fail. Our secret sauce, our aggregated insights database that has been built, pre-built, and pre-trained over 60 million real claims, crossing the personal and commercial lines of property and casualty insurance. Charlie predicts and prioritizes the right claims for the right person at the right time for the right decision. Our customers have been saving millions of dollars by leveraging the workflow-based predictions, insights, and reserves recommendations. We didn't stop there. Our insights database continues to grow with a network effect. We just launched 7 AI agents in production, 2 AI certification courses in the claims and policy management for upskilling the staff, and platform partnerships is something we continue to build. We are very actively involved in the AI regulations in insurance, working closely with the NAIC. And that's why we are an AI category leader in insurance. Watch out, investors. 2 years since we launched into the mainstream, we have been delivering consistent 100% year-on-year growth with an ARR of crossing 2 million with 9 customers. Our recent win, paid pilot with Amazon, and all this under 6 million in total funding to date. Insurance is the backbone of society, and this protects our homes, our schools, our companies, our dreams, and our health. It is time to take action to make this work for you, because insurance should work for you, not against you. Join the Charlie movement. I am Sri Ramaswamy, founder and CEO of Charlie.ai.
Good job, Sri. No questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So with that, our pitching part ends. Our judges will take few minutes to get the scores going. So we have the results. Okay, so I will take the names of top 6 finalists, and I would ask them to come on stage. And then I will ask the judges to come on stage, and they will announce the winner and the runners-up. So here, in no particular order, the top 6 companies are, and I want to make sure that all of you give a huge round of applause to all the ladies. So please get your hands together. Atronus.ai. The next finalist is X-Atoms. The third finalist is Charlie.ai.inc. Our fourth finalist is Truss Health. Our fifth finalist is TripGenie.ai. And our sixth finalist is Hawks. Now I would request our panel of judges, Patrick, Salyer, Manish Chandra, Steve Herod, and Sydney Sykes to come on stage, please. So I'll give the mic to Patrick to announce the winners and the runners-up.
Great, thank you. Hi, everyone. So on behalf of Mayfield, I want to thank all the founders and entrepreneurs today who just did a fantastic job. Can we just give them all one last round of applause? It took a little longer to deliberate because it really was a fantastic group of founders and some fantastic companies. So we ultimately came to a couple hard decisions. I'll first announce the runner-up. So that goes to X-Atoms. So congratulations. And for the winner of the She Pitches, She Wins contest, that goes to Atronis. So congratulate Atronis. And as part of the winning prize, there's a $50,000 award.